Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just all talk, he will put in the effort to move ahead at work. With his strong work ethic and love for routine, he's likely to climb steadily in his job, even if he's not always the most creative thinker. He won't be the one dreaming up wild ideas, but he'll show up, follow the rules, and outlast others who give up.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he will not easily break down or panic. He tends to stay calm and doesn't show much emotion, even under pressure. He is sturdy and reliable in a crisis. Just don't expect lots of hugs or heart to heart talks.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work may respect how hard he works and how dependable he is, but he won't win any popularity contest. He's not the warm, friendly sort, and he doesn't put much effort into making others feel good. Because he can come off as blunt and not very caring, some coworkers might see him as cold or even rude.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do well in your career, he probably won't show a lot of emotion, either pride or jealousy. He's not the type to celebrate loudly or get insecure about your success. He'll let you have your space, though you might wish for more warmth and support.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's not likely to get jealous or resentful if you earn more than him. Money or status won't shake his confidence, and he's not the type to compete at home. He keeps his feelings to himself and doesn't get easily rattled by things like salary differences.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money with care and is unlikely to spend on a whim. He prefers to plan, keep things organized, and stick to a budget, so sudden splurges or risky financial choices are not his style. You'll notice he keeps track of bills and avoids unnecessary purchases, wanting everything to be in order.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives well within his means and does not pretend to be richer than he is. He prefers to keep everything organized and under control, including his money. You won't find him showing off or buying expensive things just to impress others.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is more on the tight side, both with his money and his way of thinking. It's not easy for him to be generous, whether it's with spending or with understanding others' feelings. He may find it hard to share, offer gifts, or be open minded about things that are different from his own views.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more on the controlling side and tends to keep things about money to himself. While he's not likely to lie outright, he may not always share all the details or involve you in decisions, especially if he feels he manages money best on his own. He might prefer to set rules for spending and expect you to follow them without much discussion.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework should be done regularly and well, but he may not naturally see it as something to share equally. Since he likes order, you can trust he won't let things get messy, but he might expect you to handle most of the chores just because that's the way things have often been done. Be ready for practical solutions, not emotional talks about fairness.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to step in and make sure things are done properly, but not always in a hands on, caring way. You might find him helping by checking or directing rather than getting his hands dirty with diapers or daily chores. He likes things clean and tidy, but his help may feel like supervision or a task, not real teamwork.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is more likely to focus on facts and getting things done his way than listening deeply to your side. When there's a disagreement, he may not try very hard to see things from your point of view, and instead he'll stick to what he thinks is correct or practical. You might sometimes feel unheard or pushed aside if your feelings and opinions are different from his.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he usually keeps his cool and doesn't explode or shout hurtful things. He's not aggressive, and you probably won't see him lose his temper in a loud way. Instead, he tends to go quiet and might distance himself, keeping his feelings hidden rather than pouring them out.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he doesn't get angry very quickly. He's generally steady and doesn't react fast, even if something upsets him. You won't see sudden tantrums or loud fights. He keeps his feelings to himself and controls his temper well.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it hard to say sorry or admit when he's wrong. He's not quick to accept blame and may quietly avoid the topic or become distant rather than offer a real apology. Instead of blaming you directly, he's more likely to withdraw and let the issue hang in the air without clear resolution.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He isn't the type to push or argue when you set a clear limit. Instead, he pulls back and gives you space. If you speak up clearly, he listens and steps back.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He doesn't take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of getting upset or feeling rejected, he tends to accept it quietly and go about his own routine. You won't have to worry about him sulking, making you feel guilty, or picking a fight over it.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He keeps personal matters to himself and doesn't use what happens in private to hurt, embarrass, or shame you later. In fact, he values privacy and feels more comfortable keeping family matters within the home.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is not easily distracted by other women and tends to be faithful in relationships. His personality is more focused on routine, stability, and keeping things orderly, so he's unlikely to chase new excitement or stray from his commitments. While he may not show a lot of romantic flair or emotional warmth, he values trust and consistency.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or quick to act jealous or controlling. He doesn't spend much time worrying about what you're doing. And he's not one to keep checking up on you. or get suspicious for no reason. He focuses more on his own routines and work than on trying to control your actions.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not really about trying to control you. He isn't one to keep tight reins on your life or make rules that only suit him. If you want independence and freedom within a relationship, you won't find him getting in the way.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is more likely to see parenting as a set of tasks to be managed, but he may expect you to do most of the emotional and daily work. He will step in when things need to be done and keep order in the house, but might not naturally share the full load or check in on how you're feeling about it. If you want true teamwork in raising the kids, you'll need to talk openly and set clear expectations together from the start.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will usually stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't blow up or yell easily. Instead, he handles things in a quiet, steady way. He's not harsh or scary, but sometimes the kids might wish he explained things or comforted them more.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will support your role as a mother by respecting routines and making sure things run smoothly at home, but he may not always notice or encourage your need to be your own person outside of family duties. He isn't the type to complain or stop you from following your interests, but he might not openly celebrate or help make space for your dreams and self care. His focus is on order and responsibilities, sometimes forgetting the value of fun and personal growth.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might quietly expect you to shift your focus to home after you have a child, even if he seems supportive of your career at first. He values order and tradition. So, when family responsibilities grow, he may assume you will naturally take on more of the home duties and step back from work. Don't wait for him to bring it up. Set your expectations from the start.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to act polite on the surface rather than show real warmth to your parents. He will keep things respectful and well mannered, but you might notice his conversations are brief and his gestures are formal, not deeply affectionate. If family closeness matters to you, you may need to take the lead in building those bridges. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust to his ways rather than the other way around.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will usually handle it calmly and not make things worse by losing his cool or starting fights. He keeps his emotions in check and prefers to stay quiet rather than create more drama. While this helps keep things peaceful, you might wish he'd be more involved in finding solutions.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to want you to be more traditional, a proper, supportive wife in front of his relatives, even if he acts modern with you in private. He values order and likes things done the way families expect, especially when elders and relatives are around. This isn't out of meanness, but from his habit of following rules and routines.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it rather than openly support you or side with his family. He avoids drama and prefers to keep things calm, so you may find him becoming quiet or stepping back instead of standing up for you in front of others. If you want his support, you'll need to clearly tell him how important it is to have him stand with you.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not the classic mummy's boy, but he still finds it hard to choose your side in a conflict with his mother. He will try to avoid the clash rather than take a clear stand, preferring peace and routine over direct confrontation. He won't openly argue against you, but he also won't rush to defend you unless you clearly ask for it.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he is not likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and prefers to keep personal matters within the home, not turning to family to discuss every problem. This means you can trust that your disagreements or intimate moments won't become gossip among his relatives.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being in a relationship with this man means your days will run on routine, stability, and practical care. He is dependable and steady, always making sure things are in order and responsibilities are met. But you may miss out on emotional warmth, playful moments, or open hearted talks.